everybody! Good morning, good morning. We are Cape Town bound. It's a Saturday morning. What's up? Guys, like it was a lot coming to Cape Town. We're here to come and minister, to fellowship with others. I'm very excited, but can I tell you a story that happened last night? So we were scheduled to arrive at 9:10. Our flight from Johannesburg was at 7, and then arriving in Cape Town 9:10. Okay, we get into the flight, and then everyone is seated, and we're about to take off. And then I see the flight attendants, and they're calling like 3 Somalian guys, right? They were not sitting together. One was sitting on the other row, and the other one sitting on the other row. So she calls them to the front, and we're like, oh, okay, maybe it's just a security thing, an additional security thing. I don't know. But then it takes like half an hour, and then half an hour turns into an hour. We haven't like taken off, right? So we're like, what the hell is going on? And then apparently, to cut the long story short, the Somalian guys were texting each other about some bomb. We don't know whether it was a joke or it was code or whatever the case may be, but the lady that was sitting next to one of them saw the text and alerted the securities, right? So police were there, like airport people. It was a whole mess. And then we needed to be taken out of the flight so that they can check that the flight is safe before we fly off. Guys, when we were supposed to take off at 7, at 10 p.m. we were still at Oral Tambo. 10 p.m. Then it was 10:30. Then when securities or that's the guy that flies the plane, pilot. When the pilot now said, okay, no, everything is fine. Police didn't want to sign a document to basically, allow us to fly. Then we needed to disembark again and then basically go into another plane that was not scheduled to take us. We only arrived at 1 p.m. After 1 p.m. And let's go. After 1 p.m. on Saturday, we didn't sleep because there was some noise coming from like the passage at this hotel that we ate. So I'm very tired. So it was a very stressful situation, and as a noble citizen of South Africa, thought to myself, what can I do to cheer people up? Because obviously we're taken out of the plane, and then it was a bit of a tense situation, I'll admit. And then I was like, you know what can I do to lift these people's energies, these people's spirit? And basically I was like, okay guys, you know what, I feel like it is my duty to lift your spirits up. And on that note, I think because we've had a tough night, to bring us all together once again, unity in our land, let us sing the national anthem. Okay, guys, everyone, can I have your attention? Yes, can I have your attention? This is very important. After this whole ordeal, it's very important for us to show some unity. Our country is a country of unity. So on that note, it's a very tough night, we're still standing outside. So can you please sing the national anthem? Yes! Can you sing the national anthem next? Yes! Yes! Nkosi sikeleli Africa. Come on everybody! Phakamisu mkhono layo, izwa imithandazo yethu. Yes! Stop laughing. One on seven. Sons and call to come together, and united we shall stand. Yes, let's push it now. Let us live and stand. After that, then everyone were allowed to go back to the plane. So I think that was the key for the night. I just hope these people don't make me trend on Twitter or wherever, Goodness gracious. That is not supposed to happen. But it was fun. So excited. I'm waiting for my makeup person. She's gonna come and do my makeup.
Oh, she's so excited. I'm waiting for my makeup person.
Yes.
What's the difference between these shoes?
You ask who this shoes
because there's no difference.
These shoes are very different.
No, they're the same.
When you're very rude.
Yeah.
You're very rude. I'm doing my lantuka my video here. Guys, I'm waiting for my makeup person and she's going to make me beautiful. And then we're going to go to the event. I'm going to share this vlog. It's going to be really, really, really amazing.
Most people are connected now abayazi the weight of the crown because they are not carrying the crown yet. That I want you to speak about because they are still heavy laden. They are carrying the weight of their problems. Namhlanje the weight of the crown. The crown ekuthethwa ngayo. Ekuthiwa the weight of the crown. Akuthethwa about the crown from ashes to beauty. Sithetha about the crown of life that is found in the Lord. The crown of being restored by God and given a new life in Christ. Apho kuthixwa khona igama lakho usuke from being that woman who was once this to a woman who is now this. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Ndifuna ukuthi kubafazi who have went through a divorce and who are going through a divorce and who are in painful marriages. Here is the time. Here is the altar of God. Come and lay down the pain. don't take it for granted baneze apha ngenisebenzisele namali for ezinye izinto nabisi sonka yabona zinjalo but you sacrifice all of that. Don't take it for granted yabona ulezi bishop yabenike ibrief wanijongeke funeka uthethe ngale hayi ke nam ndiyabhala ndibhala ndiceni tshintsha amagiya ke ngoku ne. I've been having a very tough, I'll say, 2 years. I started this journey very naive and very childish and very like, oh, you know, this is a composoyas man and maybe a few people. But because of the grace of God and the purpose that He has, He went beyond our expectations. When people tell me, I'm like, oh, actually, that is the way that we KFC. What can I do? But almost before the child won't go back. Very important. Very important to but the journey comes with a lot of challenges. I've experienced a lot of challenges, particularly at work. They think I do this ministry full time. I don't have the luxury to do that. I do this ministry as a part-time thing, and then I actually have an 8 to 5 job. And I didn't realize that, hey, there's a disalignment here between the actual job that I do and the job that God had assigned me to do. The one thing I particularly struggled with, and Ubuntu is very active, very proactive, but every time there's a new project, is completion. Applicant is recognized. We've done a good job. Every time. It was tough because how it demotivates you. And you start to question your own value, but what value am I actually adding into this job? Or what value am I actually adding into this environment? And God said to me, the problem is not there. The problem is that when I have the position, you do not know your position, and as a result, you do not know how to play your position. And that is the one thing I want to talk about today. Know your position and play it. Because if you don't know it, and I was meditating and asking God for intervention. That it can say, just a reference that what you're talking about is actually true. When God called Moses, He called an Eyedwa. What I am assigning you to take out the Israelites from Egypt because they were suffering from slavery. Take them from Egypt and take them to the land of the promise. In milk and honey, where they will not have to suffer anymore. That was the promise that God gave to Moses. There were many things that he suffered along the way. Number one, including the doubts that he had in himself. How can you tell him that I was not here? Secondly, he had to soften the heart of the king. Who is your God? kwathi bekuthe kusokubhetele kulaa ndawo besikuyo nale ndawo sisakuyo singade sifike. Uthe sezawufika wathi uThixo ugqibile ke wena umsebenzi wakho. Moses was not the one who crossed the land of the promise. He was supposed to hand it over to Joshua, and the only thing that Joshua did was literally cross, and that was it. Ngithe ngifunda kwabuhlungu ngaphakathi that inkosi ungamthatha umntana abantu for all these years ogqiba uzomshiya abana makangayiboni the promised land, and lekusekushiyeke kancinci. Know your position. Namhlanje ndizovusa the spirit of Moses. Namhlanje ndizovusa the spirit of the pillars. Thina bantu singazaziyo noba siphatha siyekephi. Siyasebenza, but our value according to people is very useless. Our value to people is very useless. Abasiboleki ndawo. Zakwenza lo mzekelo, yabona xa sakhiwa uqala nge-foundation, asazowakha indlu ngaphandle kwe-foundation. And you need to make sure that the foundation is very proper. And they spend a lot of time with the foundation. And then xa uyibuka, xa kusakhiwa indlu, kwi-foundation ayibukeleki, is not attractive. Ayonto ibukekayo, it's not something of value. When it comes to bakuzothiwa khayivele iwishe le ndlu, it's not something of value. Izawunyuka laa nto ngezitena, still ingabukeleki, ikhonywe, kuthiwa ayikabi na-value. Uzothi gqi ipeyinta ithi, kuthiwe ke ngoku hayi iyabukeka. The only thing that the painter needed to do is literally paint the house. Xa kuveliswa indlu, akujongwa the actual house only. Kujongwa isikolo esingaphaya, kujongwa the environment, kuthiwa okay hayi iyayideserva i-million. Akuthethwa nge-foundation. However, when something is wrong, qala foundation. When something is wrong, akuqalwa epaintini, akuqalwa kwisikolo esingaphaya, akuqalwa kwisibhedlele esikufuphi, akuqalwa kwindlela uba indlela yalapha injani, kuqalwa kwi-foundation uba ibibhildwe njani. Kukho abantu abafana nathi ke abazi-foundations. Getting praise for us to be foundation is very rare until something happens, and then kuzothiwa ke ngoku hayi asi-foundation. Ndihlupheke kakhulu. Qha ke kuhlupheka umntu asuke enyembezi ngoku aphinde ayongoyenza ungolweni kaFacebook. Ndihleke, but I've been through a very tough time. There's two things I want to mention. Okay, ndiyavuma ke the-foundation, okay, kumiwe ngam, okay, this is the position that you asked me to take over, it's fine. However, what are you trying to teach me out of this? Yabona ungumuntu, you need to know what race you are built for. As sonke sise-racing, however, the way we are built is very different. Abanye, they are sprinting through the race. Benza 800 meters, bafika finish line yabo. Others, it's all about the endurance. They are ababaleki kakhulu, babaleka nje kancinci, but they run faster. Abanye ababaleki nobaleka bayahamba. Now the problem is that when now we're born on the same year, we're born on the same month, sakala ulandu grade 1 sonke, but then that's the problem, you're not going to finish the same. You think you finish line, no, I call you. Know what race you are built for. Because if you do not know the race that you are built for, 800 meters, you're not built for 800 meters. Comrades, you are not built for endurance. It's not you. Know the race that you are built for. Okasta is a qualified, world-acclaimed athlete. You will never see Okasta running a comrades or anything longer than a kilometer. Nothing. Or even nothing beyond 10 kilometers, let me say. because she is built to run faster, not longer. And then the abantu that go to e-comrades, they run 57 kilometers. Koko besendleleni, uqala kusasa ngo-5, kuyobetha ebusuku ngo-5, koko besendleleni esenzitha. Both these people are athletes. However, it's about the definition of their race. Uzawuhambe ke wena uyoba ne-comrades, uyazi ubana you're not built for a comrades, zokwenzakala. Find your own race. I hope you are going to be able to understand. Secondly, Lord, what do you want to teach me out of this? Ndifuna uthathe the lessons along the way. It's not about the destination per se. It's about what you've learned along the way. Ndithe ndisalinde yoba hayi mina andilantuka nkosi yami andirecognizwa ndiyayiqala iprojekthi ndingayigqibi andiyazi nafuneke ndithini. Ndithe ndisajongile ndagqalwa nge-retrenchment letter, the only one in the department. Ndithe ndiyijonga ndacinga indlu kamamam. Lord, you can't do that to me. Awusoze sengibona uFezi ekhutshwa endlini kuthiwa ibhanki iyayisiza yini because I could not pay. Ndithi Lord, you can't let me suffer in your presence. You can't let me suffer in your purpose. Asoze ndifele into that you have called me specifically for. Awukwazi yabe into isithi yarutrenchwa and you're the only one. Your role has become redundant. Umsebenzi kodwa ukhona. Nkosi ungayenza umzekelo ngapha. Ungahlekisi ngefamily yami. Hayi ngiyeke mna umhlanganiso usithi ndiyakwazi umela because of my own shame. Kodwa ifamily yami kodwa sikhulisa abantwana. Uthi masithini? Ucela ithishu. Yabe i-process isenzeka. Ufuna nifunde John kanye. Uyabona yabona pha endlini xa kusenziwa i-paving funeka qala kuthandwe ingca, ne? So that ungabonakali over a period of time ingca ezophuma pha. So kuzothandwa konke and then ibe level and then bayileyishe ke ngoku izitena. I observed this a couple of times. Into endichazayo, over a period of time, uzobona ingca seyiphuma apha phakathi kwezazitena. Indibuze le nto, under those difficult circumstances, apho la ingca funeke ityhubuluze izovela khona. Uthi xa uyithatha, you would expect it to be hard. Because funeke ityhubuluzile kwezazitena andithi izovela ke ngoku. But uthi xa uyithathe ise-soft. Izinto ziyeza zisiqinisa inhliziyo. Uhambe ubhitha, uhambe usola. Theni izokwenzeka kumo nje. Ndiyanichazela ngoba I'm in that process of being retrenched. And I don't have any other option. The work that I do on the side, I know it's going to sustain my family in the long run. I don't have a second option. Kodwa kuthiwa tyhubuluza kulazazitena. And utyhubuluzeni kwakho kwezazitena, don't become hard. Become very soft. Life is very unfair. Yabona the last 12 months bandochazela khona, I expected it actually. I said over time, there's one or two things that are going to happen. It's either I'm going to resign or I'm going to be fired or can it trends or retrenchment but branded as a retrenchment. It had I see that he had that God of course we ask. Kubuhlungu kunjalo kodwa uyazi. Ungahlekisi kodwa ngapha. Ndizinikele igazi lami for abantwana bakho. The message that I preach every day is not for show. I have enough support and love from my family. But because I know the message transcends, even to talk for themselves. So, and this is the same purpose doesn't make sense. So, and the last thing I'm going to say is, the last thing I'm going to say.
Bibele lavula izulu. Ngoba izulu kwafuneka lenze